Have you ever had the question about what lies beyond the bedrock layer of Minecraft? Is it the nether? Maybe just a never-ending lifeless void. But what if there is life beyond? What if some twisted biological matter existed beyond it, and we never knew? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell. As I took the first steps in hell, the sulfur air around me alone cut my lifespan by 20 years. I was mesmerized by the grotesque environment, until I spotted another remains of the copper drill. There in the pit I found the remains of Bob. I used to love that guy. Making my way up to the wreckage, I found a lot of resources along with something interesting. Finding out this new information, I grabbed all the loot I could scavenge and decided to visit Bob one last time. But due to the fact that Bob was surrounded by unknown creatures, I couldn't get too close. Luckily, it seemed Bob the country boy had packed a lot of farming resources, which were a big help to me. After getting away from the wreckage, I found various medical plants. These plants could do everything from curing wither to regeneration. Also, this place was unnervingly quiet. Not what I would imagine hell being. And my nervousness would be justified, as I would be mauled to death soon in the craziest way possible. Making a copper backpack from the resources I obtained from the drill, I ventured out further away. Then it happened. Well, here we go again. After getting jumped, I soon took my emergency gear and carefully made my way back to hell. Luckily, the monstrous beast had disappeared and I could reclaim all my gear again. From this moment on, I was sure to be careful. This place looks safe, then the next moment you're 20 feet buried under the ground. I also found an interesting tower. When I went inside it, I found it full with basketball people that I quickly cleared. At the edge of this place I found 2 houses protected by a whole lava lake. This piqued my interest, and so I decided to check it out. I was shocked to find beds in this house. I mean, who even can sleep in the nether? Whoever built this house was definitely crazy in the head. After I cleared the houses, I had a bunch of cool gear. But I decided to stop the hell expedition and gear up with a better weapon. And that, my friends, was the end of the first expedition. But oh, are the followings one going to be interesting, to say the least. The second expedition started off with a bang. Exploring the opposite direction of the old expedition, I was welcomed by the sheer amount of ores available to me. So I used them and maxed out my backpack. During my expedition, I found various new biomes with their own unique biodiversity. Some interesting ones were the myotoxic undergrowth, the Blackstone Basin, and the Glistering Meadow. This place pretty freaky. In the illuminations I found a bastion remnant. The loot of this place. Absolutely trash. Biggest waste of my time. The only thing I found was one little netherite scrap. So I decided to explore further and deeper. And then I found another insane biome. A place called the Infernal Hot. A place hotter than your mom. I decided to keep going, killing annoying children on the way. And then I found it. I found something spectacular and shiny. A place filled with rose quartz. And not only that, but also a place I called the Rose Fortress. A giant bastion overrun with piglins and rubies. This was gonna be the most epic raid yet. I found the place littered with lava and rose quartz in every direction. Carefully going through the cracks, I found a mass gathering of piglins. Using the sweep of my sword, I quickly dispatched them. The loot in the chests of this place were far from ordinary. I was also met with multiple demons and soon by the big bad boss of this place. A demon lord. No, I was out of there as soon as I could. No, wait. I have ran long enough. I ain't no coward. I will face this beast fair and square. Anyways, I slayed the demon lord using cheap tricks and continued my adventure. I was mining and sniping left and right. Until I came across two structures in my path. A bastion. And a nether fortress. Killing the annoying ghasts on the way, I decided to explore the fortress first. as I was met with a golden wither skeleton knight. He was stronger and more powerful than me, in every aspect. So I ran and built up few blocks to gain an advantage. But he still reached me and I met my end. You know the drill from here. It's the walk of shame. And after a long journey back, I finally made it to my corpse to recover all my items. And so I took the journey home, eventually reaching my armored base and caching insane amounts of loot. And so a worthy expedition through was finally over. After the expedition I realized that I had to walk too many blocks every time to regain my items. So I came up with a solution. Ultimate railway connectivity. And railway system between the undergarden and hell itself. Wait, what? And so I finally did it. The undergarden railway system had been established. My next goal was defeating the final boss of the undergarden. I quickly geared myself with the best weapons I could make. I arrived at a flat area and was ready to face the inevitable. The battle was not going to be easy. The beast was a hideous one both in power and facial features. I mean EWWW. I lured away the beast from my corpse as far as I could so I could devise a better plan. But when I returned I had lost him. While looking around I rage shit. Died. seemed the beast was as dumb as it looked and was stuck at the corner. Taking the advantage, I quickly slayed the ugly thing. Meaning now I had become the apex predator of this dimension. I was unstoppable. But I let this victory increase my ego too much, as I would be humbled very soon. Crafting a chest plate using the beast's scales, I made my way back to the fortress to challenge it again. It was guarded by blazes. I almost reached it. Only to be jump-scared, bamboozled, and absolutely destroyed by a little imp. Remember kids, there's always a bigger fish. Sometimes even smaller ones, I guess. While making it to my loot, I realized the demon population was higher than normal. I guess they have been busy, if you know what I mean. So I was back at it, destroying the fortress left and right, until it happened again. I couldn't take it anymore, so I just logged off. I was just tired. Dying again and again, sometimes due to me doing stupid things and others simply due to bad luck. Should I give up? Oh hell nah. I am no coward. I am going to do this even if I die 100 no 1,000 times. We are getting up to the surface no matter what. Let's do this, boys. Since my emergency gear was gone, I had to use what I had. And what I had was not bad. Gathering food and blocks. I was ready. I was mad and wanted blood. I was cautious. I wasn't going to be careless like last time. Scouting the zone. I wanted minimum risk. And so the retrieval operation was a success. Instead of taking further risk of dying, I decided to return back home, as this place was too overpowered for us currently. We had done it, boys. We had proved our worth. We were truly. Anyways, I eventually made my back home and stored away my emergency gear back into the chests. I was ready to get away from this hellish nightmare. But I would soon find something that would change everything. Forever. Going closer to the structure, I found golems that seemed very familiar, as well as interesting architecture. I approached one of the golems. Only for to them started breakdancing, which was entertaining. But unfortunately I still had to take it down. This place looked ancient and mysterious. I successfully slayed the monsters of this place. Also got a cool trophy. At the end of the place was the remains of an unlucky fellow. And some cool looking stuff. But most importantly, a lectern that had all the answers I was looking for.
To all survivors of the copper drill, I am Professor Brass-Strini, biologist, archaeologist, and head of the research team of the copper drill. If you are reading this message that I left, it means that you are fit to take over one last mission. I will reveal everything to you, survivor, the true mission of the copper drill, nature of cultists that stand against us, and how the copper drill was destroyed, all in full detail without hiding anything.
You were informed that our expedition to the center of the Earth was carried out with the purpose of ecosystem study and resource collection. This was simply a veil. The true mission was to gather as much possible knowledge about the ancient drillers, a super sentient race that existed beyond the sedimentary of our world. These beings were powerful. They had superior weapons, knowledge, and technology that made our own look like toys. The structure you are at is one of their many monuments. And at the center of this monument lies a weapon of mass destruction.
One of the few that were responsible for the destruction of the drill. Its name, the Nether Gauntlet. This weapon was the reason the drill was destroyed. It was a weapon designed to stop any large foreign object from entering hell. It has now entered into a dormant state, but please do not tamper with the eye-shaped block or any block in the middle of the structure. If you do, then
may God have mercy.
The cultists are an organization that have only one goal: gather all the technology left behind by the
ancient drillers
and use it to create a super weapon of their own. They will not stop until they do so, even if it means to awaken dangers left behind by the ancients.
The new mission is simple. Destroy as many cultists as possible and reach to the surface and inform them of what happened. If you're not able to do the mission before the cult crafts their super weapon, then we will all be doomed. They will conquer the overworld.
One last thing, beyond hell itself lies a decrepit place called the Undergarden. The place we think was the last zone the ancient drillers went to. We believe the ancients met their doom there. We believe a plague was the reason.
Its name is the rot. A powerful disease that completely destroys its victims, turning them into mindless husks. Possibly the reason why the gauntlet was made. To make sure nothing reaches deeper like the copper drill. I hope you reach the surface before the plague.
These are my dying words I write in this lectern.
Rip and slay until it is done.
As I took one last look, I knew what must be done. I need to dig. I need to mine. I need to kill. But one question remained. Am I immune to the plague? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Infernal Crossing.